I do it with a little, like,
You got a little
I got crisp them.
Yo, it's 106.3 WRFCLP, rosterfreeradio.com. I'm blowing everybody's eardrums out. I'm starting late. I'm starting early. And it's a mess, but it's okay. I'm getting my hands swatted away like I'm a child over here. Little whip hands, man. It was a crisp slap.
My siblings have always said that. When I was younger, that's how I'd get them back. Just a quick 1, 2, you know? It's the way that you hold your hand. You can get it so that the...
I want to see on camera. You got to show them how the good slap is. Like,
no.
Just pop the hand out. I want to see.
Ready?
Go. Yo, come on. I said show them. Don't slap me.
No. You just crisp it. You do it in a way that the wind velocity gives you air power. And it's always been crisp. It's always been crisp.
You popped me once. I came behind you and surprised you. You popped me once and I was like, oh, nice. Like that was solid. You caught me and I'm like, all right.
It was reaction.
It was, but it was a solid reaction. I was impressed. Like, I wasn't even mad. I was like, okay, I got that one. All right. Good.
Good job.
Right. So yeah, no, that's definitely a solid slap. So what's the date today? It was like the 4th or the 5th?
Today's the 4th. I know that
Layla's
because...
birthday. Happy birthday to my niece, Layla Moss.
And it's my stepmom's birthday, Santrice. Happy birthday.
What else? It's the 4th. We got 10 days till Valentine's Day.
I work Valentine's Day, but I can't be mad because it's going to be a good day.
It's going to be a great day for you.
It's going to be a really good day.
That is a fantastic place, dude. They treat you well. It's a good place.
I mean, I don't drive 30 minutes to go to work for nothing. It actually is my favorite job. My manager is a godsend. I mean, she calls us her little bunnies and gives us hugs and, like, says that she loves us. Like, you couldn't ask for anything more. And, I mean, it pays very well. We do the igloos now, so...
Which are fire. They do a really good job.
They saved us. They really did save us because I was getting cut all the time. There wasn't a lot of business. You know, COVID being winter and being out in Leroy, you know, it just wasn't doing so great. Got the igloos, and it's been a complete different story, so...
Yeah, it did change a lot for you with that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you took that job there.
I know.
You remember that? You were debating over, like, that one spot and then this spot, and, like, you are a really hard worker. That's one thing that impressed me most about you when we start talking. Like, when you start working, like, you just don't stop. It's so meticulous and so, like, full clip.
I like to be the best at everything.
That's a fact. That's a fact, and that works in my benefit in so many ways, and we're just going to leave it at that. So high five to you, wanting to be the best at everything.
And I just want to have a process for everything, to find the most
efficient
way to do things. Honestly, and it helps me, but it annoys everybody else sometimes.
You know what? I kind of need that in my life, though, because I'm kind of more just like a...
You will freaking fling anything. We went to the Thousand Islands in the summer, and I just was following him, and no hotel, nothing planned, no campsite. Seriously, nothing planned at all. Just got in the car with all this equipment and just an address in the GPS and just flew, you know?
That's how I rolled, though. But wasn't Salem dope like that, though?
Okay, but I gotta say, sometimes it's good that we're together because in the ways that I do well for you, you do well for me because your spontaneity and everything like that really does help me out. It gets me more out of my comfort zone. It's always good to get out of your comfort zone, so.
That's a fact, and yours kind of like puts me more into an organized fashion because that's just not my strong point.
Yeah.
I just ride out. But the Thousand Islands, let's hit that. My favorite part of that was sitting on Creeks Point State Park.
And those shooting stars.
The shooting stars. I've never seen shooting stars so... It lit up the whole...
Okay, I said, oh my gosh, that's the biggest shooting star I've ever seen. 5 minutes goes by and I go, oh my god, no, that's the biggest shooting star I ever see. It seriously left a trail for minutes. Like, it was there. Lit up the whole sky. It was amazing.
That was one of my favorite spots, like as a summer memory with the Tilla sitting there. We were on the rocks at Creeks Point.
Yeah, and they had the fireplace right on the rocks, right by the lake, and you could just sit there and watch the stars. It was absolutely beautiful.
That was probably one of my favorite all-time summer moments of my entire life. I thought it was so gorgeous.
But good fun thing that we saw to do in the winter is Salem.
Yeah, Salem is
I've never had fun in the winter.
Because it's cold. I don't want to go nowhere. I was supposed to stay home. I'm good going outside, but Salem was fire.
There's just so many things to look at. There's so many different shops that you're not going to find anywhere else. I actually had the best time.
Yeah, and I took more of an interest in, like, the Wiccan beliefs and like the older, teachings and stuff. And it was really cool. The arts out there are fantastic. You just had to stray away from like the touristy trap type of thing, like to a little bit of the outskirts of the block where they have like the real deal stuff. Like,
I bought my table. My first table I've ever bought was in Salem, but I had to do it because it was it's a resin dripped, beautiful table. You're never gonna find it anywhere else. Made by an artist in this really cool shop. I wish I remembered the name now. But what about the guy that helped us interior? Could help me get into the car.
My car isn't huge, so we got a bunch of stuff in the back, and I didn't like plan packing things in there. I just kind of like mushed everything in there so it fit, hopped in the car, and drove out to Salem. That's just how it went, So we pulled everything into the front. We're trying to get this big ass table into the car, and it's just not working. It's not going in the trunk. It's not going into the back seat. She had to walk into Walgreens for something, and then all of a sudden, some dude stops, and he's like, "Yo, you need a hand?" It's not just the dude; it's the Dark Prince himself. Dude had horns. He was legit the devil. He's like, "Hey, you guys need a hand?" And I was like, "Yes, Satan, today I do."
Seriously had horns, but the nicest guy. But I think that's like just what Salem is. It's just it's a bunch of weird, creative, fun people. And how about the fact? Because I think Salem, there is a lot of people that walk all over the Salem.
Yeah,
it's a tourist area. There's lots of things to walk around and see.
Oh my God.
And you could not be close to the road. People would stop.
Yeah,
they would. 100%.
Walking 20 feet away to the road, like you're walking to the sidewalk, and they're stopping for you. It's like I feel like I gotta hurry up for these people.
Yeah, you do not see that in Rochester.
No,
people will like almost hit you. I have been hit by some cars. Like they're mirror, so it wasn't crazy, but even that hurt. People run you off the road. But in Salem, everybody stops.
Sweetheart.
So far away. And so you're like, at that point, you're like, oh, I gotta run across the road.
I'm disrespecting them if I don't hurry up. I'm like, oh, usually Rochester, you're like this close. You can touch the cars as they're going by because they don't stop. You don't stop. You just keep it trucking. And there, and I'm like, what are they? Oh, we gotta go. All right.
But it's funny that, and like, that's not very far away.
No.
But the culture is like different. It's just funny that it can be so different even that close to you.
For sure.
Different atmospheres where you grow up, like small town, city, it just creates a whole different society.
I noticed with Buffalo, too. Buffalo, they stop before the crosswalk.
Yeah, you said that.
Here in Rochester, people pull through the crosswalks. They drive through it. They're in the middle of it. In Buffalo, they stop before that. It just... Those little tiny things like set the differences up even 45 minutes away from us. So it's kind of wild.
Since you said that, I try to make an honest effort not to pull up on the crosswalks, but I am from Rochester, so I still do it from time to time. But these are things that you don't even think about until you do go visit another place and you kind of notice like, wow, that's not how it is where I live,
It's definitely different. It was definitely a cool experience. So we're supposed to, was it this week or next week, go to Vermont, right?
Yes, we want to do something. I mean, if it's not every other week, monthly, just because, right now Corona would be not being able to do a lot of things. And I mean, just anyways, to go somewheres from time to time, get a new experience. It's just fun. It's needed. I think it's good for mental health. It's good for everyone.
And I just got to run sometime. I just got to get the hell out of Dodge.
You have felt that so much lately.
Yo, listen, I got my license back for the first time in 6 years. I can legally drive without bugging out. Just drive around like whatever.
But that takes a lot of stress out of driving. Because I know when you're driving, you're always, like, your heart drops to your butt because you see a cop. I mean, I'm still that way, too. But, it's definitely, it eases your mind when you know that, okay, I can at least be pulled over and not be in trouble automatically.
I haven't had a functioning ID in 6 years. What? Like... What?
Trust me, I know. I'm with you all the time.
I can be like a real human. So it's... Plus, I got more freedom coming my way the next week or so. So, it's going to be time to just get out there. And in Vermont, they got that dope water park. Attila's going to love that.
Well, that's what's good about the inside water parks because you don't have to go to Florida. You don't have to go that far. But you feel like you are in Florida. And sometimes that's enough. You don't have to be there just to feel like you're your warmth, you're warming your soul. Like, that's enough. So
when you step out the door, you don't feel that cold.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, all right, I'm good. I'm looking forward to it. That water park is humongous.
Yeah, and I honestly didn't know it existed. The only one I knew about was in Pennsylvania.
Great Wolf Lodge, I believe?
No, Great Wolf Lodge, I think that's more towards Canada.
I think you're right.
There's one in Pennsylvania, Splash Lagoon.
Oh.
That's the one in Pennsylvania. My mom's brought me there a lot of times. But this one in Vermont, number one, it's different. Never been there. But it did look really good, you know.
Vermont, I don't think I've ever been Vermont. I've never
been to Vermont. No, we haven't gone up north very much besides Canada.
No, we've done down south.
That's why we want to try the Maine. We want to try all that.
We've got to get some lobster in Maine or some clam chowder in Maine.
Yes, but we got to go in the season because if you're gonna do it right, you know.
Agreed. Like their lobster fest or something they have something.
Yes, we could be there. Be there for sure.
You had some clam chowder the other day, right?
Gine's has been my thing lately. On Park Avenue, Gine's restaurant is phenomenal. And it's cheap. And their clam chowder, they don't have it all the time. They have it mostly on the weekends. But, I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal. And I just found out I like clam chowder this year.
Clam chowder's fire. It's always been one of my favorites.
Well, I just started liking seafood. So, you know, once I started to eat the clams, I'm like, okay, I can try this chowder stuff, you know? Like, wasn't scared about it, but Gine's, it's so good. It's so cheap. I've honestly gone there 4 times this week. You know, I don't even mind. I don't. They got good Bloody Marys. It's amazing.
You're a breakfast food person.
I
love breakfast food.
So weird how like you changed through your life because I used to not eat breakfast.
You like eggs. You don't even eat eggs.
I know. Now I eat eggs like it's my day job. Won't leave the house, but I sure will eat a lot of eggs. Like, you know.
So the typical breakfast is eggs, hummus, cheese, tomatoes, olives,
rye toast,
olives,
for sure.
Did you know there's 100% tariff on olives?
I'm the one who says that all the time. There's 100% tariff on olives, and it's absolutely crazy. Like, did you notice your olive oil got more expensive? Like, it's true facts. Just like, okay, and they're actually, it's really hard to get bamboo right now and like corks.
Really?
So you'll notice that wine bottles will not be made with your normal cork. They'll actually use something like more plasticky because it's so hard to get it, and it's way more expensive because there is a deficient in it.
I thought bamboo was cheap and easy and fast to grow.
There has been a lot of not rainforest. There've been a lot of environmental like damage to it.
Huh.
So
I thought bamboo was the environmentally safe way to move.
And until it got all burned down. I mean, Australia.
They have bamboo in Australia?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Koalas and shit.
Don't they eat eucalyptus, though?
Save the koalas. What is...
Oh, the koala, I think you think about a panda bear.
Yeah, pandas, but I thought koalas did too.
No, I think pandas are, the koalas are eucalyptus.
Well, whatever corks are made out of, maybe it's not bamboo. Okay. Whatever corks are made out of, they're deficient in it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know what corks are made of. I never had any idea.
Look it up. I'm not Google.
I've never been a big wine drinker.
Well, once you start working at a restaurant, you kind of do wine tasting a lot. Because you have to know what you're selling to your customer. And the mere exposure effect, the more that you try something, the more that you like it. And so now I'm actually getting into the drier wines recently, which is weird for me. It's like coffee. How do you first get your coffee when you drink it? You drink it super sugary, super creamy. And then when you like it more and more, you want less of the cream, you want more of the taste, and that's kind of how it is on wine. You're going to start with the Red Cat, the Franzia, the box wine, super sweet. And then you kind of, the more you do it, the more you like the actual real deal kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've never really been into wine. It's like, I'll drink like a sweet wine here and there, like a white wine, but red wine, I can't really mess with it too much. I like cooking with it sometimes, but I can't really drink. It gives me heartburn. I just can't mess with it.
Well, I'm sorry for you, because that's a sad life to live.
Jameson is fine, though.
Oh, gosh, you and your Jameson.
Jameson
is like death to me.
How do I take my coffee? I take my coffee.
You take your coffee like death. Black death, please.
Jameson and coffee, don't keep it simple. I like that. But the wine, never been into that. What's your go-to liquor?
go-to liquor, Jack Daniels or Patron. But lately it's just been only tequila. Tequila, and I think once you start drinking tequila, you can't actually drink anything else because you start not getting fucked up. Oh gosh.
Talk about it. Cool.
You start getting less messed up, rather, from other alcohols because tequila is so strong that you just build a tolerance. So
I couldn't drink tequila for a long time, and then you stepped into that role, and you're like, hey,
Patron, Espolón, baby.
Oh, God.
Depends on the paycheck, you know. Did I get paid real nice? Okay, I'm gonna buy a bottle of Patron.
I'm not used to Oz being so quiet. You gotta speak up, Oz.
Yeah, you know what? She has that effect on me. It quiets me down. It's odd.
Well, it was.
I've never seen her so vocal.
Well, you know, I had a shot of tequila. You see, but no. But actually, he really is more of the quiet one, I'd say, when we're together. So when you said he's loud, I'm like, you know, I get it. When he's on the radio, he does get that loudness. But
yeah, around her, like, I gotta adjust my radio personality to my like relationship personality because like they're a little bit different. I gotta find someone right in the middle because I'm quiet when it comes to being around you, but everywhere else, I guess.
So now we're like gotta find a happy medium.
Yep. Yeah. So I guess I am the loud one everywhere else.
But when I'm here, it's just like, I've always been told I am loud. I mean, I almost thought I had bad ears because people are like, you are so loud. Yeah. And I don't hear it, you know?
I think I might have told you might have bad ears because I'm like, why are you yelling at me right now? I'm not yelling. I'm just passionate. Oh, no, you're yelling.
It was to the effect that whenever I walk into the kitchen at work, I didn't even say anything yet. My manager would just, like, give me this look like, shh. She'd just be like, shh. She saw me and just was like, shh, you know, like, quiet down, simmer down.
I feel that. Like, I feel that.
You know, but I respect that because instead of, like, me getting loud and then feeling all embarrassed because now somebody's shushing me, she did it beforehand, She saved me,
So I got a pre-shush,
You have to have the pre-thought, don't afterthought it.
Yeah. What did you say, bro?
Probably heard her in the dining or the dining area.
Yeah. You can. I'm sorry. And that's what I've noticed too. Like, chefs in the kitchen, they really can be loud.
Yeah, for sure.
But where did we go? We went to Koalas, and their kitchen was right there on the dining room. Like, it's open to it, And I'm like, we need that kind of kitchen because when you're right there, a chef's not gonna be yelling,
That's definitely.
They might be like under their breath, like, get your dish together, but they're not gonna do it at such a loud vocal volume.
That's very, very true. You've got some experience in the service industry when it comes to like high-end chefs. What do you think? Do you think it's a requirement to be kind of a jerk and a bit loud with it? Like
every chef that I've ever had, I mean, they're scary. They're like downright like you want to run away. The kitchen's not where you hang. Like you're in, you're out. Yes sir, yes chef. Like they are mad people. They are really mad people. But once everything dies down, they're funny, they're good. But stressed out, it's like they do not play games.
No,
they
I've
don't.
Definitely met some chefs in my time where it's like, wow, dude, once you're done working, we're gonna go fight because that's not okay. But after, we're definitely fighting. So yeah, they definitely get loud there, but I think it's like a job requirement.
I think so too, honestly. And I haven't been in the restaurant business for too long, but we've cycled through a lot of chefs. I don't know what the deal was, but we found a really good chef now, but he gets feisty.
Feisty?
I like him, nice guy when, the stovetop is off, but otherwise very loud, very feisty.
I'm gonna hit him up and say you called him feisty.
That's all right.
Feisty?
Yeah, I don't care. That's not a bad thing to call somebody. You could call me feisty.
You are feisty.
There you go.
A little spicy, a little feisty. You got that. How was Taco Bell today? You got the nacho fries?
No, I don't like nacho fries as much as I just like their chips. But, sometimes they give you an extremely salty pack of chips. It's like, it actually, like, burns your tongue. And I don't know why they ever thought that much salt is necessary, but they do it. And it kind of ruins it for me. I'm alright. I'm just gonna like just use my finger now. This cheese, because it's really all about the cheese. It's really all about the cheese.
I'm laughing because I've seen this play out.
I know you have.
Just all in that cheese.
Yeah. And I had a Baja Blast freeze. I don't know what it is. I do not like Baja Blast soda, but Baja Blast freezes completely different. Makes no sense.
Complete sense. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Just like Pepsi, it's different in a can than it is in what is it, a fountain drink.
That's completely true though.
I think it's the carbonation.
Yeah, for sure. And like the different types of levels they put in there. So like this percentage of carbonation, this percentage of syrup. Like I definitely think that has a lot to do with it.
Something I found out about fast food places and fountain drink places is they're supposed to take those nozzles off every night and clean them.
That'll happen.
But they don't do that because people are lazy and it actually gets moldy. And since I hear that, I don't know if it's in my head or now I'm just aware of it, but sometimes I'll drink fountain drinks and it'll taste kind of moldy to me and I won't do it. I'll just throw it completely out.
Huh.
And I'm like, they didn't clean the nozzle.
So why have you never warned me about this?
Well, because I never thought about it until now.
That is best. All the time. We eat out at least twice a week.
More than that lately, though. Like,
wow, you just let me drink moldy soda.
You never. God.
Up,
I never thought about it until now. And now I'm warning the world. Everybody, check the nozzle. 6. Okay, I'm warning 6 people.
We're starting with the
Everybody tell your friend.
It starts somewhere.
Pass it on.
That's a good thing to know, though. It's one of those like wipe your silverware off when you're eating at a place. Like,
Yeah.
It's all good. Well, I think that's pretty much all I have for the night, man. We've got a bunch of shows coming up for our season 2 filming over at Photo City, which we simulcast over here at 106.3, RochesterFreeRadio.com. We've got some fantastic first season drops, second season building up, and that's it. But thanks for coming through. Marissa Jones, appreciate you.
Thank you.
The hottest person on the show.
All right, I love you.
Gary, the Uber driver, my man, the producer.
Thank you both for coming in.
I appreciate you. We're going to go watch, what's the movie we're watching?
Dogma,
yeah. Go
it was really good. Jay and Silent Bob pop up, and that made me so happy.
Yo, for sure. All right, y'all have a good night, man.